What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. In today's video we are checking out the ultimate cleaning tool for your floors. What I have here today it's called the OSOTEK H100 Pro. This is a vacuum and mop that also washes its brush out and dries its brush out whenever you're done cleaning with it. Now this is not designed for carpets. If you're going to be using this over carpets, you're basically going to get your carpets wet. So this is designed for hard floors. If you have marble at home, if you have wood floors, if you have tiles at home, you can use it over those. Personally, I've been using it here over tiles and it works really well. And I'll tell you all about it in today's video. Okay, so in the box you're going to find the device itself. You're also going to find the replacement brush and replacement filter. It takes a few seconds to remove the brush that comes installed and the filter that comes installed, and you can also wash those and reuse them multiple times. And aside from that, you're going to find the docking station, and for this vacuum the docking station is pretty important. It does a lot for the actual cleaning cycle. On one side of the docking station we have the storage bin, I'm going to call it. So inside that you can fit the brush and the filter. So if those are wet, there is a button at the top of that storage bin and the docking station will dry them up. That's very important because otherwise they would get moldy and they would probably stink. But if they're dry inside there, of course that's not gonna happen. On the other side of the docking station we have the water tank. The water tank can easily be removed. You can take it to the kitchen, you can take it to the bathroom and fill it up and then bring it back here. There is also an LED that will show you how much water there is inside that water tank. Now, what's very interesting and something that I haven't actually seen with any other product before is the fact that the vacuum will fill itself up with water from this water tank. So every time you bring it to the docking station, it will fill itself up. Now, moving on to the most interesting feature for this device is the fact that the docking station will heat up the water up to 92 degrees. So the water that you're gonna get inside the vacuum is hot water. By the time the water actually touches the floor is about 60 degrees Celsius. Something that I haven't actually seen for any other product out there. And of course, having hot water on the floor will help remove stains or whatever you have on the floor that you're trying to clean up. Just to give you an example how well it works, about a week ago we had a sandstorm. You heard that right, a sandstorm. So my balcony was filled with this super fine dust that was becoming mud every time it would rain. So I had a muddy balcony basically. So I took the vacuum on the balcony, I did spray some water over that mud, and then I had the vacuum clean everything up. I'm not sure if I was supposed to use it for mud, but it did work really well. I did have to clean it afterwards because it was muddy everywhere. But just to give you an example how well something like this would work under these conditions, some unusual conditions I'm gonna say. Okay, and now we are gonna take a quick look at the vacuum itself. Well, this is super simple to use. You basically lift it up from the docking station, you tilt it back and you can go vacuuming with it. So at the top there we have 4 buttons. One button is so you can start the cleaning cycle. You do start that cleaning cycle when you put the vacuum back on the docking station, and then the vacuum will wash. The brush will suck up all that dirty water and you can actually see the dirty water going into the dirty water container. The dirty water container can easily be removed. You're gonna have to remove that and basically empty that dirty water every time you're done cleaning something, because otherwise that water is gonna stink. You definitely don't want that. I did that a couple of times and it was smelling pretty bad. So remove that and empty the water whenever you're done cleaning. The vacuum also has voice prompts, so it will tell you every time you're done cleaning, remove the water tank, remove the water tank. It will tell you if it's low on water, it will basically tell you anything. You can also turn off those voice prompts if you don't like them. There is a button on the back of the vacuum, you just press that button and it will turn off those voice prompts.
Water absorption mode. Powerful mode. Automatic mode. Water absorption mode. Powerful mode. High temperature mode. Start recovering water. Enable high temperature mode after completion.
Next to that cleaning button, we have another button that you're gonna press whenever you want to fill up the vacuum with hot water. It takes about 90 seconds to get the temperature to the optimal temperature basically, and then you're gonna be having hot water inside the vacuum. Then we have the power button. That's very self-explanatory, I think. You just press it and the vacuum starts going. And next to that, we have another button that will allow you to switch modes. So we have an auto mode, we have a super mode, and we have a water suction mode. It depends what you do. Most of the time, personally, I leave it on auto mode and it does everything by itself. So if it will sense that there is a lot of dirt on the floor, it will increase the suction power accordingly to that particular section. So I feel that auto mode works the best for my needs at least. The vacuum also has a large display at the top here. There you're going to be able to see how much power you have left. You can get about 35 minutes on one charge, depending on how you use the vacuum. As I said, I use it on auto mode, and on auto mode you get over 30 minutes of usage time. But if you're using it in the super mode, so the maximum suction power, of course, you're going to be getting less than that. Going back to our display there, so you're going to see how much power you have. Whenever you're filling this up with hot water, you can actually see the temperature of the water, which is a pretty neat feature, I'm going to say. And if you're using it on auto mode, the display will also change the color depending on the suction power that it's using, so depending on how dirty the floor is. Cleaning this is also super simple. All you have to do is remove that dirty water tank, and you're gonna be surprised to see how dirty that water is. So even if you clean your floors every 2 or 3 days, you will notice a lot of dirt in that dirty water container. So as I said, remember to clean that after each cleaning. So you wash that, you put it back on, and that's about it. Now you can also remove the brush and wash the brush if you want, but as I said, the vacuum has a cleaning function for it, and whenever it's done cleaning the brush, it will also dry it. That's another important factor, because this way the brush is not gonna get mold on it, it's not gonna smell bad, and so on. You can also remove that tray at the bottom of the docking station, because that one does get dirty over time, so you can easily remove it and wash it. So there you have it. This is the OSOTEK H100 Pro, a very unique cleaning device, and a device that has more features than all the other similar products available on the market. I love the fact that I don't have to fill up the vacuum itself with water. We have this big water tank here, and that will last for like 4 or 5 days, depending how often you wash the floors. All you have to do is remove the dirty water out of it, and that's about it. The vacuum does everything itself. And as a bonus, you also have that storage space there that will dry that second brush that you have and the second filter. So a very unique product for your floors. Alright guys, hopefully this video was useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.